It's Week 10 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the AFC East. It's the Jets and the Bills coming up.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
John Franklin Myers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. It's not enough time to throw the football.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
No pain, no gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Sherman. He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Sherman. This one caught by Davis. And out of bounds right around the 20. On 2nd down, a run with Carter.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
to throw. Sherman. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Sherman.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route,
He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. There's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
On second down, it's Carter. And he's able to get up here to the 26. From the gun on third down, Sherman. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. Throwing on first down, Sherman. Again, he finds Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
So that one will be accepted. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Sherman. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Basham. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Back to throw. Sherman. And that is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Yeah, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. On 2nd and 9, Allen. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground. Carter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun, Sherman. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. Their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true because a lot of the times you ride the wave of emotion with the crowd when it's positive for you. In this case, they've got to find a way to shake it off and at least get something done to maybe put the crowd back on their side.
Absolutely. Give these guys something to cheer about. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On play action, Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen fighting through pressure. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
New York ready to go again offensively. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down, Sherman completes it to Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Carter, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That's one where you probably give the ball carrier a bit of a mulligan, right? Where was he going to go there?
Yeah, you could almost see his brain turning over from our perspective. Just put your foot in the ground and go, except there was no place to put his foot in the ground, and there was no place to go. No room to roam.
Looking to throw on second down. Sherman. And he fires one incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Sherman.
That's complete to his running back, Carter.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he was well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Michael Carter and the Jets offense ready to get back to work. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Sherman. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Sherman. It's a 1st down and more for Davis. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Jets.
On 1st down, Sherman. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down now, it's Carter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. On 3rd and 2, Sherman. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Sherman going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. extra point attempt to come here. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
And the Bills getting set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19. To the air, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Bills are forced to settle for 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down, Sherman. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that's going to bump up their lead now to 15-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Wilson.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
And the Jets first down.
Back to throw again. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 17-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. One of the great things about most guys that play on the offensive line is that they have patience and extreme confidence in themselves. This group's gotten pushed around the entire game, haven't been able to move the ball very well. But after picking up a first down, running it there, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves going forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Carter. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Sherman. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot
lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year, 10th overall. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Bills 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go,
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5 now. Allen. It's caught by Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
13 yards on the play. That's good.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
55 is my guy, 55.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 3rd down, Sherman. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Jets.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Sherman. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
To throw on 3rd down. Sherman. He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Allen now on 1st down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
They'll run on 1st down. Carter 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carter once more. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and Diggs has it. 7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen to throw once more. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now a 2nd down and 6. Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a throw here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9. 13 yards out the play. Complete to Stephon Diggs. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And again, it's Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. From the gun on 3rd down, Sherman. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Allen open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. John Franklin Myers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Allen's throw is complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Carter to start the drive.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Carter.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sherman, he'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jets.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do.